Good morning. It's an electrifying day in Prince George's County. My name is Paulette Jones, Chief of Communications for the Prince George's County Department of Public Works and Transportation. I have the honor of being your mistress of ceremonies this morning. Before we get started, I just want to acknowledge someone who has put a tremendous amount of effort into making this event happen today. She is passionate about transit. She prayed about the weather. I would say she's definitely an influencer. Please, let's give a round of applause for our Deputy Director of Department of Public Works and Transportation, Olashe Olabenro. Thank you, Madam County Executive, distinguished guests, DPW&T staff, and our various partners for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us at the county's transportation complex and garage. We are Prince George's proud to share information with you today about County Executive Alsobrooks' Transit Transformation Proud Priority. Today, we have the pleasure of hearing from our Madam County Executive, as well as our federal, state, and regional partners. Hold on, because we're going to jump right in and start this exciting event with words and an introduction from our Deputy Chief Administrative Officer of Government Infrastructure, Technology, and Environmental Sciences. That sounds like a lot, but he does a lot. So please welcome to the podium, Mr. Floyd Holt.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to take a second to echo Paulette's words to say that this is indeed an exciting day in Prince George's County and an even more exciting time in transportation and transit in the Washington metropolitan area. I want to especially thank our county executive, as well as our federal, state, and local partners, the WMATA CEO in his absence, well represented, to the staff, board members with us, Tom Graham, Don Drummer, and to just say that it takes critical partnerships to ensure transformations like this occur. I'm also Prince George's proud of the hard work from the Department of Public Works and Transportation, and I'd like to personally thank Michael Johnson, Director of the Department of Public Works and Transportation, and Deputy Director Olashe Olabenle for all the hard work they put in every day. Now, I have the esteemed privilege of introducing our very own county executive, Angela Alsobrooks. She needs no introduction, but as all of you know, she continues to be a champion for Prince George's County. And you've heard her say that she's known from an early age that she wanted to give back to the community that raised her and give voice to those who may not otherwise have a voice. You're also aware that Proud Priorities is one of her initiatives. I'm confident that we will not only achieve these bold initiatives, but set forth a new path in transit for the county. So please, let me welcome our county executive, Angela D. Alsobrooks, to share and make official remarks concerning the launch of this transit transformation.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I like what Paulette said. It's an electrifying day in Prince George's County. I think that was the perfect way to get us started today. And we're so honored to have all of you here today. This really is a very exciting day. Thank you so much, DCAO Holt, for the introduction. And thank you so much as well for your leadership. I know that Paulette said, good grief, his title sounds like a lot. Well, it is a lot. There are a lot of responsibilities, and he's done such a fantastic job. We also are joined by our Chief Administrative Officer, Tara Jackson. I want to thank her so much for her leadership. I see our Chief of Staff, Joy Russell, is here. I want to thank her as well for being present today. I see County Council Member Calvin Hawkins, and want to thank him so much for his leadership, the People's Champion, for being here today. And I agree that this dynamic team that we have over the Department of Public Works and Transportation is unstoppable. So I do want to just thank the two of them so much. Director Johnson, thank you so much, as well as Deputy Director Olashey, thank you all so very much. Their leadership is just stellar. What an exciting day it is for us to showcase how we have enhanced bus service for the residents of Prince George's County. As you know, these improvements would not have been possible without the hard work of a very large team across the local, state, and federal government. I'd like to thank our federal partners, the Biden-Harris administration, Secretary Buttigieg, and as well as the super incredible Senator Chris Van Hollen, who is here with us today. I want to thank him so much for his hard work. And as we welcomed him today, we say, you're always welcome. The person who brings us $25 million, I think, deserves so much credit. And so we do want to just say how thrilled we are to work with him and to thank him so much for his leadership. We're also joined by Secretary Paul Wiedefeld from the Maryland Department of Transportation. Want to thank him. Maryland Transit, yes. Administrator Holly Arnold, other MDOT staff are here today, and our WMATA board members, Donald Drummer, as well as our esteemed staff, who many of whom I've already introduced, who are here today from the County Executive's Office, as well as various directors and committed staff who are here. Each of them have been really instrumental to our efforts on public transportation as well. We also have some incredible members who are here today from the bus. I had a chance to thank them as well, and want to just thank them so much for their presence today and thank them for everything they provide. I'd also like to thank WMATA and CEO Randy Clark for their leadership and commitment to advancing transit and transit-oriented development throughout Prince George's County. Thank you to Mr. Leroy Jones, who is filling in today. And I know that our county transportation system is stronger and stronger and stronger because of our wonderful partnership that we've had with WMATA. And finally, we are so grateful once again for our regional transportation partnerships, including our very own local transit services, the bus and Call a Bus, for helping Prince George's County get up and move. Let's give them once again a huge shout out and round of applause for all of our local transit drivers who are here. Now, I did ask them whether they intended today to let me ride on the bus or whether I was expected to drive the bus. They very quickly let me know that they do not intend to allow me to drive one of these buses, but I'd be happy to ride with one of them. Reliable, safe public transportation is a critical part of any growing community. That's why we've been focused on enhancing our bus service from the beginning of this administration. In fact, improving Prince Georgians' access to mass transportation is one of this administration's proud priorities. And transportation is only one area where our administration has made tremendous progress. From the beginning, in 2019, county government leaders, agency personnel, and community leaders came together to develop our proud priorities and promises portfolio. These priorities represent our commitment to building and maintaining a 21st century county government infrastructure that improves the quality of life for Prince Georgians. And even in the face of a global health emergency, we've kept our eye on the ball. The Prince George's Forward Task Force and Police Reform Commission made additional policy recommendations that expanded our portfolio and laid out the path to emerging from the COVID-19 pandemic as a better and stronger Prince George's County. The hard work has continued since then, both out front and behind the scenes. And today I'm proud to say that of the 176 proud priorities and promises that we made to our residents, 164 of them are either completed or ongoing. Today, we're here to highlight the Prince George's County Department of Public Works and Transportation's outstanding work, including the launch of our new Transit Transformation Initiative. This includes a number of new programs that are helping Prince Georgians navigate our county, promote public safety, equity, and reducing emissions all at the same time. Transit Transformation has 4 dynamic initiatives, but one clear goal: enhancing bus service while connecting people to opportunity with a focus on those who need transit most. We're committed to ensuring individuals traveling in Prince George's County can get to their jobs, schools, and other key destinations. Our 4 Prince George's County transit transformation initiatives include the county's zero-emission bus transition. Our federal partners recently awarded Prince George's County a record-breaking United States Department of Transportation low or no emission grant award of $25 million. This grant will fund an additional 20 new zero-emission battery electric buses, electric chargers, design and construction of a new microgrid system to decrease reliance on traditional electric sources at this facility. The project is creating good-paying jobs, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and providing increased transportation access across the county, particularly for those in historically disadvantaged communities. Our 3 additional initiatives, Transit Forward, Transit Vision Plan, and Fall Service Changes, will help improve transit performance in a number of key ways. These programs will help make sure our buses arrive on time, enhance the transit customer experience, and implement a 5-year visionary plan to connect transit-oriented development projects like the Blue Line Corridor and New Carrollton, all while aggressively transitioning our transit fleet to 100% zero emissions buses by 2040. The truth is simple. Prince Georgians around the county need and rely on our transit services. As part of Transit Forward, our staff rode on local buses, taking various routes across the county. They heard from several riders about what the bus means to them. Clara rides the bus Route 21 every day and shared how critical the service is to her and her family. As a single mother, she gave her only car to her son, a first-generation college student, so that he could travel back and forth to Prince George's Community College to further his education. The Route 21 allows her to connect to the New Carrollton Metro Station to continue her trip home. With our service changes this fall, we are realigning segments of Route 21 to better provide connectivity to Largo Metro, Prince George's Community College, the courthouse, and Maplewood Apartments, and the Glen Arden community. These realignments will help riders like Clara get home faster. There are also riders like Teo, who is a first-generation African immigrant. He rides Route 21X every day to work at the Prince George's County Courthouse. He stressed the importance of reliable service and having real-time information so that he's clear on when the bus arrives or is on its way. As part of Prince George's County's Transit Forward, the Department of Public Works and Transportation is prioritizing improvements in real-time information throughout the system with equipment upgrades, free Wi-Fi, and USB chargers, all on fixed route buses. Riders can now download PGC Connect to get real-time information and know where best buses are along each route. Prince Georgians like Clara and Teo are why we are doing this work. We're here to build long-lasting relationships with the public, passengers, and stakeholders. We want to build stronger ties with the communities we serve. And as one of the biggest local economies in the state of Maryland, Prince George's County is the great connector, not only to opportunities in the region, but up and down the East Coast. Our vision for a transit-oriented future will enhance the quality of life for residents and communities across our county. When we invest in mass transportation, we create less expensive options for navigating our community. When we build transit-oriented homes, new opportunities in the natural beauty of Prince George's County is just a short walk away. Imagine a short walk to the grocery store and a community where people come together and know one another on a more personal level. We are Prince George's proud to take steps forward that connect our community. We'll achieve our goal, a world-class, integrated, equitable public transit network that expands access to opportunity, reconnects communities, and makes transit a more convenient and competitive way to navigate the county. I'm excited for this new season in transit and want to thank all of you for being here today, for working in partnership with our county to advance these critical initiatives in Prince George's County. So thank you. And now I'll turn over this program to our federal delegation, to Senator Van Hollen, who has been a really amazing partner for us and who was, of course, instrumental in making sure that the day was possible. So Senator Van Hollen, we'll hand it over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you. It's wonderful to be back in Prince George's County on this special day, a special day brought to us by the leadership of County Executive Angela Alsobrooks. So thank you, Madam County Executive. And I say that because it seems like every other month I'm here in Prince George's County announcing another important partnership between the county and the federal government, the state, WMATA, different partners coming together. And that is an indication of strong leadership at the top. Just for example, I remember in July, we were in Prince George's County to announce a $25 million RAISE grant. These are one of the grants that were provided under the infrastructure bill. It was a grant for building pedestrian and bike-friendly trails, restoring old ones and building new ones. So that was back in July. It wasn't that much before that that we were in Suitland announcing funds for roads and bridges. And then I also remember being at the New Carrollton Metro stop, announcing funds that would make that a really important regional hub for transit. That doesn't happen by accident. That happens because of good leadership at the top in Prince George's County. So thank you, County Executive Alsobrooks, for what you're doing. Thank you for your great team, because it also requires, as you know, as we all know, having really good teams to make that happen. And that, of course, includes support from county council members. Great to see Calvin Hawkins, my friend. Thank you for all your leadership here in Prince George's County. It also takes other partners. And we are here today with Secretary Paul Wiedefeld from the State Department of Transportation and Secretary McElwain, Secretary of Environment, which is a sign of the support from the governor and the governor's team to accomplish these goals. And so it's great to have them and members of their teams here as well. And of course, we're now here for another very important announcement, which brings us to today, which is the announcement of the Transit Transformation Initiative. Three goals. One is to expand access to transit, to transportation opportunities for people going to and from work, for people who are going about their daily lives, just trying to make sure that they can support their families. It is also going to bring with it new jobs, because when you create this kind of infrastructure, it also brings with it new good paying jobs. And finally, it is a very important part of Prince George's effort to hit those goals as part of our state and national strategy and county strategy to electrify our buses, our cars, our infrastructure in order to help hit our climate goals and reduce the costs of climate change and take advantage of the transition to a clean energy economy. And so I'm very pleased that because of the important and strong proposal that your team and others put together, we do have this $25 million in federal funds being announced today for these electric buses, and that also include electric charging stations. Obviously, you need charging stations around the region in order to power these electric buses, and that will help create important reductions in greenhouse gas emissions. Again, the county leadership helping the state meet its greenhouse gas reduction goals, helping the nation do the same. So I'm really pleased that this is made possible by the funds that were provided through the passage of the bipartisan infrastructure modernization bill. Worked very closely with my partner in the Senate, Senator Cardin, Congressman Glenn Ivey, Congressman Hoyer, other members of our delegation, worked very hard to pass that legislation. And in addition to providing additional federal funds for all parts of our state's transportation network, it also very much focused on this transition to clean energy and electric buses. So we need to keep that going as we speak. We also need to make sure that we keep the federal government open November 17th. We have a lot of work to do, but this gathering today is an example of that convergence. I also want to thank the folks from Metro. Randy was mentioned because that infrastructure bill also included a 9-year extension in the authorization for the federal partnership for WMATA. So this really does take teamwork, but it also requires a quarterback to bring the team together for the kind of event like today. And that quarterback is County Executive Angela Alsobrooks. So thank you all very much for being part of this gathering, but also being part of this plan and strategy to move Prince George's County forward. Thank you all very much. And I do have to apologize in advance because I have to get to Baltimore City, and that's why I'm going to be leaving. But thank you all very much for being part of this exciting day and this exciting movement in Prince George's County. Take care.
Thank you so much, Senator Van Hollen. Next, we'll have words from Secretary Wiedefeld.
Senator, before you leave, thank you very much for all you do for transportation in the state of Maryland. Thank you, sir. Good morning, and thank you, County Executive Alsobrooks and her team for bringing us all together this morning. It's a fantastic morning. I love spring in October. Absolutely beautiful. As most of you know, in the transportation world, the bus is the workhorse of transportation systems. And Governor Westmore, MDOT, and MTA are proud to partner with Prince George's County on its enhanced bus service and transit transformation. This initiative is exactly what Governor Moore means when he says that this is going to be Maryland's decade. Making strategic investments in transportation will unlock Governor's top priorities of safety, economic development, sustainable communities, and environmental protection. MDOT is proud to partner with and support Prince George's County in several transportation projects. Let me just name a few, if I may. One being the Purple Line. The Purple Line will connect the spokes of Metro Rail system and other transit services like the MARC, providing east-west connectivity between Prince George's and Montgomery counties. The light rail line will connect communities with high-quality transit and will work with the county initiatives to further strengthen the reach of transit throughout Prince George's County. Southern Maryland rapid transit system. We're also advancing that project, connecting Prince George's County and Charles County together with high-capacity rail transit. MDOT is also working to support the county's focus on the Blue Line corridor. The initiatives ensures no one is left behind and connects communities with transit as well as safe, accessible pedestrian and bicycle infrastructure. MDOT stands with the county to help realize this vision and will work with Metro to help implement it. The Woodrow Wilson Bridge. MDOT also supports a multimodal vision for the Woodrow Wilson Bridge corridor. We're working with WMATA and our partners to create a path for Southern Prince George's County to be connected to the Metro Rail system. We're also investing in projects that will support planned development in the county, including the I-495 Medical Center Drive interchange. We've heard from the community and understand the need to provide a more pedestrian bicycle-focused future for this corridor. We're taking a comprehensive look at how we will do this, and we'll work together to accomplish this goal. And then finally, it's also the right time and the right place to have the new FBI headquarters here in Prince George's County. There are already strong assets in place to support the FBI workers, football fans, and local residents, and we're ready to work with our partners to make further additional transportation improvements. The state stands ready to support Prince George's County on these efforts. The transit vision we're discussing today will further strengthen why having these assets here in Prince George's County makes so much sense. It's good for Maryland, it's good for the FBI, and it's good for football fans. With that, I will turn it now to Michael Jackson, the Director of the Prince George's County Department of Public Works.
Thank you, and good morning. My name is Michael Johnson, Director of DPW&T, and I want to thank you for joining us for the County Executive's Transit Transformation Proud Priority Press Conference. Thank you, Madam County Executive, for your vision and for allowing us to highlight this transit transformation proud priority. I would also like to thank CEO Jackson and DCO Holt, as well as Secretary Serena McElwain, thank you, for championing transportation and transit systems in Prince George's County. What a great turnout it is today. This is really a fantastic event. And we are Prince George's proud that the Department of Public Works and Transportation is committed to creating a comprehensive, integrated multimodal transportation network, which is accessible to everyone. As the county executive stated, we have 4 distinct initiatives, but one clear goal: transform transit in Prince George's County. Our first initiative focuses on our zero emissions bus transition, where we're committed to transitioning 70% of our transit fleet to zero emissions by 2035 and 100% by 2040. Very ambitious goals, but we're up to the challenge. I shadow County Executive Alsobrooks' appreciation of our federal partners for a record-breaking $25 million award, as well as the state and local partners and advocacy organizations for submitting support letters that aided in our successful grant application. The department has been on an exciting growth journey over the past year as it aspires to significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the county. And as part of this award, we are prioritizing our current and future employees who have committed to about $1.4 million in workforce development funds. With our service changes this fall, we are realigning segments like the Route 21 to better provide connectivity to Largo Metro and Glenarden communities. We will also design and construct an innovative self-contained microgrid electric network, which will allow DPW&T to generate its own electricity that will be essential to support the growing electric bus fleet that will need chargers. Thank you to OCS Director Jonathan Butler, DPI Director Abraham, and DOE Director Crooms, and Acting Director Adriana Caldieri for your unyielding support throughout our zero emissions project. Our second initiative is Transit Forward. This specifically focuses on prioritizing performance and customer experience. We have heard the community's concern about on-time performance, and we know that riders want faster, more reliable, and efficient services. We did a survey which has accelerated our ability to execute immediately changes, achieve rapid results. Last year, there were no routes that were performing at 90% or better for on-time performance. In fact, only 5 routes achieved the 80% on-time performance goal. As of October of this year, Prince George's County's transit has doubled that, with 10 routes operating at 80% on-time performance or better. I look forward to seeing continued improvements in the bus's on-time performance, rider experiences, enhanced amenities, and refined transit tracking via web and mobile applications. Our third and fourth initiatives drill down on specific changes that make a difference to our transit riders. In alignment with MUATA's Better Bus Network redesign, we're implementing service changes this fall and embarking on a new transit vision plan. The future of transit starts with incremental changes by all service providers, maximize travel time savings, and improved quality of service for customers. Our highest ridership route, the Route 18, will see an increased service frequency from 20 to 30 minutes, with a service span expansion of 2 hours to meet growing demands along this route. Critical service changes like this benefit riders with more flexibility by adding more AM peak and PM peak trips. As part of this process, we communicated directly with our transit operators. I personally would like to thank transit operators for their unwavering dedication to serving the county's essential frontline workers throughout the pandemic, and they do it today. Our Transit Vision Plan embarks on a new focus for transit over the next 5 years. This visionary plan will include a revitalized approach in new mobility options in alignment with MNC PPC's Master Plan of Transportation. The new Transit Vision Plan will establish an aggressive but achievable roadmap for improving transit connections and simplifying the transit network system. Prince George's County Transit Transformation is a new season for connecting our communities and reducing our carbon footprint. I'm Prince George's proud to lead a team that is bringing groundbreaking changes to creating everlasting impacts, positive impacts to our county. We want you to stay connected on this journey with us. And for a full list of our fall service changes and for more information on our initiatives, please follow us on social media and feel free to scan the QR codes which are around us to sort of keep apprised of where we're going with this very important change. Feel free to interact with staff who are wearing a splash of pink, as well as they're very visible. I see they're sort of wearing their Halloween colors. Just kidding. Visit our information tables, which are near the entrance. I want to end by thanking the awesome DPW&T team that worked so hard to put this wonderful event together. Many thanks to our Chief of Communications, Paulette Jones. Isn't she amazing? And many thanks to our Deputy Director, Olashe Olubenli. She's really passionate about transit, and she's got me fired up with transit. And some of our associate directors of the Office of Transportation, Samaya Hackett, and associate director of the Office of Administrative Services, Ebony Gatewood Crenshaw. I'd also like to thank our transit chiefs, Ifan Ipanti and Kevin Hernandez. Thanks also go out to our administrative staff, as well as to the entire DPW&T family, without which none of this would have been possible. So it takes a village to raise anything of substance, and this is the DPW&T village, and I think we do a great job always. So thank you again, and I'd like to hand it back over to Paulette to close this out.
Thank you so much, Director Johnson. Thank you, everyone, for attending today. This concludes our press conference. We would like to invite you, however, to visit our Zero Emissions bus. If you haven't had an opportunity to take a tour, please do so. And also visit some of our stations here. We have refreshments for you. And again, thank you. It's an electrifying day in Prince George's County.